United Way of the Piedmont is certainly excited to bring Imagination Library to this community. And the goal of Imagination Library is simple. It's to get a book into a child's hand every month, a book that's appropriate for their age group.
It's free, and then your child gets a book every month until they turn 5 years old and start school. Where, I mean, you look around the room and there are just books everywhere. And that way in your house you have your own little library that your child can go back to over and over and over and over again. You know, the children that have these books in their home, they come already knowing some sight words. They come already, you know, understanding how to sound out words. It's a great way for the community to give back to the children who are going to contribute to our society and getting them started with reading and getting their own little libraries. Because reading is a lifelong skill.
So I have two kids that have been in Imagination Library. It's a great way for us to interact and spend time together. We always read a book before bed. That's our thing that we do. And now with my son starting to read, he can actually read to my daughter, and so that's a lot of fun to see them interacting together and then coming up with their own versions of the stories, and sometimes they love to put on little plays and act them out, and I don't think you would see that without books. Reading at an early age is important because it really lays the foundation for the rest of a child's educational experience, and just kind of getting them this idea that you can gain something from books, that there's stories, sometimes there's facts, and just really kind of starting to get this idea of learning and how important reading is.
Yes. This is Fred, and he's not very good at school. Imagination is what you imaginate of the book. Like sometimes if you really like the book, you'll imagine it and do a show about it.
It's a proven fact that children who have access to books have a greater success rate in life and even in school. Books are one of the greatest gifts that we can give to any person, particularly our young people. They're the foundation for success in school and success in life. The education and the income level of the parents really doesn't matter. What matters is that each child has a book in their hand. The earlier we can get a book in their hand, the greater chances they have for success. There are some children that don't have any books in their home. Imagination Library can change that. The program costs just $30 a year. For $30 a year, we can put a book in the parent's hand to give to that child from birth to age 5. We're not just giving them a book with words on a page, we're also giving them an opportunity to broaden their imagination. This is not a government program, this is a community program. We need people and businesses to partner with us to make this community a reading community. So the question is, will you help us? Will you join in this effort to make this community a reading community?
Yes.